All right. Well, we're going to move on to a team that we agreed over the weekend we haven't talked enough about, probably because they're a Metro rival. But you got to give kudos where kudos is due, and it's hard not to root for these guys this season. The Columbus Blue Jackets, they are soaring up the standings right now. They are 7-2-1 in their last 10, chasing down the Bruins and Lightning for one of those wild card spots. They are 11-4-1 since December 23rd. So they are on a tear right now. They've won 9 of their last 10 home games. They've got the fifth best record at home in the NHL. All signs go. Zach Werenski playing great. Kirill Machenko must watch television every night right now. Those two guys leading the way for this team. Nick, what's your reaction been to CBJ's resurgence since the Christmas break?
Well, first of all, you just love to see it for what this team has had to go through, in the offseason on the run up to this year. But Harry, I think you nailed it. Kirill Marchenko is absolutely must-watch television. I mean, easily, in my opinion, right now, top five most exciting hockey players in the NHL.
Yeah, I this is an odd team because you look at them, they've only got one 20 goal scorer. It's Kirill Marchenko, who you just mentioned. They do have five different players with more than 30 points, with also Adam Fantilli at 28 right behind that. So some spreading the love in terms of, who's getting points and that kind of stuff. Someone else I want to highlight, James Van Riemsdyk. He's 35 years old now, and I'm not saying he's having a career year or anything, but he's doing what they need him to do. He's got 10 goals, 11 assists. I'm sure he's I haven't watched a ton of CBJ hockey this year, but I would imagine he's doing some good forechecking, and he's being the guy off the ice that team needs right now too. So interesting squad. I also want to highlight Elvis. He has been playing really well the last several games. And Tarasov has been pretty solid backup as well. So also that guy Jet Greaves, I don't know if he's still up with them,
Right.
but I know the Caps had to face him, and he's been excellent in the games where he's had to be deployed. So the goaltending has been solid when it's needed to be, and yeah, that team, it's starting to look like they're not kidding about being a contender. It's not just like they ended up in a playoff spot randomly for a couple of weeks. They seem to be, hanging around right there. They're going to be pesky to beat out for that last spot.
Every game is fun to watch for them. You look at over the weekend, Fantilli pots his first career hat trick, I believe in his hometown, Toronto kid, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
He had a bunch of family there, so he gets the hat trick there. And then Marchenko with that unreal overtime winner against LA. Um, yeah, they're fun and they score a lot of goals. I know we've talked about that before, but they are by far and away the best team to bet the over on so far this season. Cody Pucks will tell you that firsthand. So it's fun. I'm going to be tuning into a lot more CBJ. Been doing a little more recently.
Now, obviously, Werenski too. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention him having a Norris caliber season. It's
He's
going to be
up there.
hard. It's going to be hard to beat him out for that this year. I really think so.
And I mean, there's a multiple guys on this team that played at Michigan, and it's so annoying because I'm like finding myself really enjoying watching all of them play. I mean, Werenski, the fact that he's just healthy this year is amazing to see because he's such a talented, not only defender, but one of the best skaters in the NHL for sure. Kent Johnson, I know he was out at the beginning of the season, came right in and it's just instant impact right away, 1 or 2 points pretty much every night. And then Harry, you nailed it. Fantilli finally unleashes the shot. And that's the shot that, we saw when he was playing at Michigan. Last year, I know he was banged up a little bit too, but I thought that was going to be the shot that was going to win him the Calder. So, glad to see that he is putting that to good use.
One final guy too, I just want to mention Dmitry Voronkov. This guy, he's only in his second NHL season, but last year in his rookie year, he played 75 games, ended up with 18 goals, 16 assists, pretty respectable for your first year in the NHL. This year, he's only played 41 games so far. Already has matched his goal total, 18 goals. He's one assist shy of his assist total last year with 15 assists. So he's already just 1 point behind his season total from last year, and he's got exactly 41 more games to play if he suits up for all of them. So hats off to that kid. I think he's been trusted with a lot more ice time this year. So yeah, that's awesome.